and welcome to Dexter Loves Annie. Today we are going to be starting the Angora challenge for Easter. There's a number of us YouTubers doing it. We're going to start by unpacking my Angora. I have gotten started early because I've never used Angora before, and I need to formulate in my head exactly what I'm going to do with it. Today's the 24th of February and this is for Easter, so well ahead. Okay, so I have pre-cut the bag, but I haven't scrubbed out my address, so you're only getting that side. But this is my unboxing video of Angora, because I don't think I've even actually ever had, I don't think I've ever actually felt Angora. Oh yeah, and I also bought some other things, because, you know. And, right, so I bought some, this is fine merino, 18.5 micron. And that's supposed to be, it's not the softest, but it is quite soft. Let's do a cheek test. Yeah, that's nice. It's like cotton wool. So I've got 300 grams of that because I had an idea, and I'll come to my idea in a bit. So next, now World of Wool do Angora, and they also do faux Angora. So I thought, as a newbie, it would be a good idea to compare, do different things to it. So I'd like to try and dye it, and see how they compare. Blend it with merino, hence the naked merino. So yeah, we're going to have a fondle of the fake Angora. Fake Angora, it actually calls fake Angora. Oh, that's nice. Ooh, that's nice. It's all very pure white. Cheek test. I think we're going to have some hay fever tablets before we spin this. That's yummy. Okay. So we'll have some of that. We'll blend it with merino. We'll spin it on its own. That's what I'm thinking anyway. And last but not least, so that's Dexter. Zip it. Thank you. I messed up here somewhere because I've got 200 grams of fake Angora, and I thought I'd ordered white Angora. No, they've only sent me 100 grams. Okay, I'm gonna have to talk to them. Right, Angora, the fondle test. Okay. That is so soft. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Whew. I'm going to enjoy that. So, I'm going to need hay fever tablets. The spinning is complete. So 4 different types, and I started with the faux Angora, like I said I would, And let me grab those, they're down here by my side. So this is the faux Angora and Merino blend. I've got quite a nice fine spin on it. I've got my notes here. I got 358 meters. I managed to get it spun to a 4-ply consistency. And this whole lot weighs 153 grams. So I basically took 100 grams of faux Angora and 50 grams of Merino and blended them together and made a bat and kept blending until I thought they'd blended enough. There was a bit of a colour difference between the faux Angora and the Merino. The Merino is a lot creamier. I bought undyed because I'm planning to dye it anyway. I had thought about buying a white so that it was all white, but if I'm going to dye it anyway, why spend the extra money? So it was quite easy to see when it was nice and blended. There is still some colour variation. You see that? That's better, that focuses. Still a little bit of colour variation, but not loads, and I love it, and it's very soft. So my notes on the spinning. The faux Angora did feel a little bit synthetic next to the Merino, and it ended up clumping and making little neps, which are little lumps, tiny lumps in the wool. And I have a feeling that's down to the prep, the carding. You can get varying different sizes of where all the teeth are, so you can get like the teeth more further apart or closer together, and I think possibly it's the prep, but there were some clumping, but it's fine. And yeah, it's soft and it's very nice. So that's faux Merino. Faux Angora, still struggling with my words. Tis Friday now. So 100% fake Angora. Oh, it's over there. Look at that. It's very, lots of bits hanging off of it. That's the washing machine. Sorry, I thought that had finished. Yeah, it's very, very soft. It's lovely. So fake Angora top, 100% nylon, and I used 100 grams, and it's now weighing at 105 grams. So I think that's probably the label and the extra bits. It was soft and smooth and really, really easy to draft, actually. This was a delight to spin. Absolute delight. I would spin this again for sure. I could have drafted it thinner, I've put. It's brave, isn't it? There was no neps in the blended, well, it wasn't even blended, so that's probably why there was no neps. And it's really, really soft, and there's quite a halo on it. So what is fake Angora? So I'm looking at my notes that I don't call it Merino. Well, what else it is, I'll call it. Let's not start. So it is actually nylon. Nylon is 100% man-made synthetic fibre. So whilst this is going to be absolutely gorgeous for people who can't wear wool for whatever reason, it is handmade, man-made, synthetic, probably not biodegradable. I would have no problem using this again. It's beautiful, especially for somebody who can't have wool. And the wind's just opened the door for me. Thank you for that. I've got the back door open to get some air through. I've had a bit of spring clean today. Okay, on to the actual Angora. So the Angora Merino blend, which will be this one. Is it focusing? It is. It is obviously beautiful and soft and lovely. and I managed to get quite a good thin spin on it. That previous one I did get a 4-ply on as well, and so because the Angora was twice the price and then some, this was, my maths went cattywampus. Let's just not beat around the bush. I think what I did, I had 50 grams of Angora and 25 grams of Merino, and I'm trying to blend it on that machine. It didn't work. I think I need different tooth ratio on it, and it just wouldn't blend properly. So in the end, what I did was I ended up leaving out about 10 grams of the Angora because I lost the will to live. So close enough. And then I just kind of hand blended it myself before spinning it. So where can I put this? So when you've got your, let's just say this is fibre, keep pulling it apart, laying it on top, pulling it apart, lay it on top, just to get a better blend. And that's what I did with this. So this is 44 grams. Why is it 40? Oh no, 64 grams. Oh dear. This is 64 grams in the end of the Merino Angora blend. It's lovely and soft. It span up quite nicely. I've got some lumps in there from where, I don't know, obviously spun a bit thicker. But all in all, lovely spin. Didn't enjoy it as much as the faux Angora. Yeah, it was good. 64 grams, and it came out at 187 meters. And last but not least, the whole point of this video, Angora. What can I show you there? There we are. So this ended up being 63 grams because I kept a bit left over from the blending because I lost it, and so it worked out at 228 meters because I managed to spin it a lot finer, really finer. This has come out at a fingering weight. Let me see if that can focus. Where are you? Don't look at my face. Really fine. Now, I loved and hated this spin. It's a very short staple. It's only about maybe that long, which means you have to draft very carefully, inchworm it, tiny bit at a time, and you have to concentrate. You can't just, you know, watch the telly and be spinning along. No, you have to concentrate. Very short forward draw, that's called, when you pull it off like that. There are other ways of spinning. I don't know them all, and I can't do any of the others. And I got a bit too cocky when I did the second bobbin, and there were a few breaks, and you know, I was kind of over it halfway through the second bobbin. I don't think I would spin it again, I've got to be honest, unless I really wanted some Angora for a project, because I enjoy the process of spinning sort of mindlessly, you know, while I zone out, and I couldn't zone out with this stuff, but that's absolutely fine. So as I say, yeah, I've got it nice and thin, fingering weight, and I didn't need too much in the way of antihistamines. It didn't set me off too badly, so that's a good thing, because I know alpaca does. Alpaca makes me sneeze like crazy. So that's all of them. We're back because we managed to do a bit of dyeing, and also she won't leave me alone, so she's here too. Made a bit of an effort with some Easter lights. They are a sort of a crackle glaze egg, and all of the paint's coming off of them. Oh well, never mind. So I managed to dye the fake Angora. I nearly said merino. I'm too chicken. I'm too chicken to dye the Angora right now, so that will maybe come in another project. But here is the fake Angora Merino blend. Really lovely colours. What I did was I set up just a coloured dye bath, so I soaked the yarn first for about 20 minutes and then I put them into, I've got like a big catering pan full of water, and I put the dye in already, mixed it up ready, put the yarn in, and then decided that it was too light in colour, so I got more dye and just sort of squirted it all over the top, and I'm happy with the result. These were great as well. These tags were recommended by Trish of Bible Love Diary. They are bands that you wear when you go to concerts, and yeah, they kind of stick together, stick to themselves, and you can write on them. The biro hasn't come off at all, and that stayed on during the entire dyeing process. So this is that skein opened up, and obviously because this isn't Angora, I didn't have to be too gentle with it, but it still feels ever so soft. More cheek test. Still feels ever so soft and lovely, and I've got quite a lot of this actually, so I can hopefully make something nice with that. And I like the little pops of blue everywhere. And what I did with the fake Angora just on its own was I did a nice turquoise bath, but then I decided it was too pretty, so I put tiny little splashes of orange in every so often, just to kind of muddy it up a bit and give it some interest, some texture. And yeah, I'm happy with it. I like it a lot. So what's happened with these, because I've essentially set them while dyeing them in the bath, when you set yarn, it makes the fibres pull back to where they want to be, and what I've discovered with these is, I'll just show you the other end quickly, there's a bit of a discrepancy once the fibres settle, and it's really useful to make sure that you do set your yarn before you try and make anything with it, because if you do your calculations beforehand, it might not end up with you having enough yarn at the end. So what's happened is the merino has settled and shrunk a bit, which is fine, it's nice. We need it to be how it wants to be before we start work with it, because you can't fight nature. The false merino, false Angora, obviously has just stayed as it is because it's a man-made fibre, and it still feels soft, but it doesn't feel as soft before I dyed it. And I don't know whether I'm imagining that or not, because I haven't got any to compare it to. I mean, it's still lovely, but it doesn't feel as soft as it did. And in fact, the false Angora and merino mix now feels softer. So I don't know whether the heat's done something to that or not. So there we go. There's some yarn for me to play with. I don't know what I'm going to do with these Angora and Angora merino mix. Don't know yet. I might brave a bit of dyeing with them. I don't know yet, but I'm not in that place right now. So that's it. Happy Easter to everybody. Are you going to say Happy Easter? She's eating a pause. She's going to say Happy Easter. No? No, we don't want to say Happy Easter. Okay. My tiny gremlin would like to say Happy Easter to everybody. and thank you ever so much for watching. Would really appreciate it if you give me a like and a subscribe. And there's going to be plenty more videos coming out because I've got lots of projects that I would like to finish or start even. Comment, tell me what you think. Tell me what you think I should make with this yarn, and any other projects you'd like me to get into. I'd really be interested in what you would like to see. And yeah, if you're not already subscribed, please do, because I've got plenty more coming up, and I look forward to seeing you on the next one. Thank you. Bye.